and the time has arrived to pot on your leek babies. So hopefully they're looking something like that. Mine are looking a bit crowded, so we're going to thin them out, pot them on, and I'll show you how to do that. Some clever sausage left their tripod at home, so this is being filmed balanced on a trowel and some wire in the greenhouse, so hopefully it doesn't go anywhere and hopefully you can see everything. So yes, these are my leek seedlings. So these were sown January, February time, not sure, I have to look at the stories. What you want to do first of all is water them. That will help tear them apart from each other. So it's not too hard really, you've just got to try and get them out of the tray as best as you can. So I normally just give it a tap around the outside of the tray, wiggle it around, and then just try and empty it on its side. So I don't know if you can see that. Put that down there. Empty it on its side on the potting bench. So there are some lovely roots going on here at the moment. Can you see them? So I do not want all these leeks. I'm not going to grow all these leeks. However, I will be doing more for sort of potting up for neighbours and things like that. So what you want to do is you want to pick the strongest leeks in there. So the fattest ones, the ones that have got multiple leaves coming through. I don't know if you actually call them leaves, but obviously that's got like 2 strands there. And some of them have only got 1, some of them have got 3. So you want to go for your strongest plants and then divide them all. They're really easy just to pull apart, and they've got good roots on them as well. So I'm going to pick probably about 30. I'm probably only going to plant about 15 for myself, but I'll do double that I can give away, maybe even more. I suppose it depends how much room you've got in your pot. So the next thing you need is a deep pot like this. So we are going to plant these leeks really deep into this pot, which is why you need a deeper pot, and they obviously need some more space to grow. This has just been filled with a multi-purpose compost, so nothing special. So let me divide my leeks and I shall show you how to pot them on. Here is a good example of a strong plant. I don't know if that's focusing. And a weak plant. So they were sown exactly the same time, and that's the difference. That's the plant you want, and that's the one that I'm probably going to bin. I don't like binning seedlings, but there's so many of them. These are the leek seedlings that I've gone with. These are the strongest of the strongest, so I'm going to start with them first. Now, it's so simple. All you need to do is get your dibber and put a nice deep hole in there. Might be easier as well if you water the soil first, and then what you want to do is you want to drop that in there. The issue is the roots get in the way, so I cut my roots off. I don't mean I cut them off all the way, but I just get rid of most of the roots. I'm going to try and do this whilst holding the phone. So that's how much I've cut them down by, and then it makes it so much easier to pop them in the hole. So actually I think, yeah, that should be alright. You don't want to bury them completely, but I suppose I've gone up to that line there where they divide. So that's pretty good. And then I'm just going to go around. I'm going to leave a few centimetres space in between. Like so. And then I'm just going to keep coming with my scissors or my secateurs, cutting the roots off and feeding them into the holes. Even with the roots cut, it's still a bit tricky. You can pull them in and out to try and get the roots to go the right way, or you might have to snip some more off, because these roots have decided to go like that instead of straight down. Now some people do cut off the tops. I've seen it done with onions. I know Miss B does it with her onions. I've never done that with my leeks, so I'm not going to do that. Well, I'm not going to recommend doing something that I haven't done before, let's put it like that. So we shall just stick with cutting the roots and popping them in. Simple as that. And there they are. I've fitted 16 of these in the end, so I've just gone with like a circular way round with the dibber, and I haven't compacted these in. So normally obviously you would press seedlings in so then they've got soil around the roots. So instead of doing this, because you want some room for them to grow, we're going to use a watering can, and by watering them you will disperse some of that soil down to the roots, but it will give them plenty of room to grow into that dibber sort of hole that we made. And this is exactly the same planting method that I will use when I come to plant them out. So these, I'm going to wait for these to get to about pencil size, and then we will plant them out. So yeah, I've got a few more to go, so I'll have a few pots of these and hopefully give some away. And there you have it, they're all planted up now, so I've got 3 tubs of these. These are going into my greenhouse that doesn't have any glass. And you might be wondering why, but I have already hardened these off. I have so many more crops that need the heat of the greenhouse, and these aren't one of them. So if you want to, you can harden them off and get them outside. Please don't be afraid to cut those roots. They will grow back and they will be healthy and strong plants. If you are a little bit worried, you can always ask the other half to cut their hair for them and get a bit of practice in. So next I'm going to be doing my onion seedlings. They've already started to bulb up, they're really cute. So yes, I'm going to be doing them. Won't be doing them deep though, because they don't need to go in deep.